Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel and also to Showtime TV Nyeri. We are in Kigogoine, Teto sub-county in Nyeri County. It is really cold here, but guess what guys? Good news, we are in the harvesting seasons for avocado. If you haven't watched the process of seedling farming, you can catch it on my YouTube channel at Washire Konyo. So make sure you hit that subscription button. As you can look behind me, there are men at work and there are people who are very curious to know what is happening. So let me take you through the process of harvesting. Probably you're going to have some information of what to do after we harvest, how we export the avocados, and in this case we are dealing with the Hass avocado, which is the most demanded avocado for export. So stick around guys, let me take you through it, and don't forget to hit that subscription button.
Avocado farming is very promising indeed. We know that the market is wide. The other thing is that the returns are good.
And what you do? Guys, as we take you through the process of avocado farming, we cannot do it alone. So we have a good gentleman here who is going to introduce himself, tell us what you do, jina lako, or what you do. Yes, kindly.
Yeah, my name is Paul Mudami Tumuti. I'm a chairman of a group known as TEHU. TEHU stands for Tetu and Huhen locations. It's a farmers group that was formed some time ago around 2016. It's farmers who came together with just one idea. They knew that they can't be able to have a competitive price unless they are together. That's one of the main reasons that they came together. And from that year, up to now, we have grown from 22 farmers to about 1,500 farmers from the two locations from that same small village of Kigogoine, and now we are scattered all across Nyeri County, and we believe that we have also one or two friends who are even outside Nyeri County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what we are to expect, because you can see we have like a very big farm, and you can see behind me the Hass avocado is already mature, ready for harvest. So tell us what we should expect.
Yeah, right now we are in the harvesting season in the month of July and August. We started harvesting from around April, and now we are almost closing the season in the month of August. We are now right now in the peak season. Okay. We are in one of our farm, or in our farm, in our farmers shaba, known as Engineer Karemi. That's why we are right now. Harvesting is continuing, and sorting will be done, a little sorting before it will be packed and take it to Nairobi. Okay,
so I know our audience are very curious, so let us go to the shamba and see how it's done, guys. So guys, we are looking for we are with some of the laborers. We are going to check on how we harvest the avocados, and you can see here already the harvesting has already been done, some of it, and they are normally stacked in crates. Yeah, we are going to talk about the crates afterwards, but first of all, to move guys and see what really happens. I can't wait to show you these guys. Get to learn more about the process of avocado harvesting. There are more fruits here. How many acres of land do you have here?
I think it's about 4 acres.
Oh, 4 acres. That's a good land, a big land. So napanda, angalia tu wakipanda huko juu. So So you have the harvesters on top of a tree, and the trees are very strong enough to it's not like it's going to break or anything. It's a very strong tree.
Yeah, picking the sizes that are required right now in the market, sizes 12 up to sizes 24. Now,
12 up to size 24.
24. Those are now the sizes that are being picked right now.
Okay.
Then after about 2 weeks, we'll come back and get also the other that is still within that sizes. Until finally we'll pick the small sizes of 28, 30.
Okay.
Like that.
All right. And is there an actual process of picking the fruits? Because you cannot just pick a fruit. I'm sure there's a way that you should pick the fruit, right?
Definitely is. But right now, almost all those fruits that we are seeing are mature.
Okay.
But when they are being picked, you must pick them with this kind of a stalk.
Yes, kindly. Zoom in.
Yeah. You cut this stalk with this stalk.
Okay.
Yeah, like this one. You cut it this way.
So we have a Hass avocado here. So Mr. Chairman, kindly explain to us.
When you cut it from the trees, it must be having this kind of a stalk. Then, unaikata na this kind of a scissor, leaving this small stalk.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
You don't leave a hole here.
You don't leave a hole here.
What's the reason?
There's kind of it might be infected, it can host bacteria, shorter shelf life. But when having this kind of stock, the shelf life is a bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the stock actually prevents it from like overripening, because you know in the exporting process it might take like 1 month to get to the destination.
Eventually, yes.
Okay. So how do you know that it is actually ready to be harvested? Because I can see there are different sizes. There are smaller sizes. There are bigger sizes. So how do you know that an actual avocado is supposed to is ripe enough or is mature enough to be harvested?
They have already been tested, and we have already known the kind of the most the content that's required for export. So now the oil content that's here at this particular time, we know they are already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have been tested.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you can talk about the amounts maybe that are required for export.
At least they'll be having a minimum of 22, 23. That's the best to have the dry matter that is required for export. At least 20. Quantity 23, 24, they're better. 24, 23, 25, they're better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as we wait for the laborers to continue harvesting, maybe you can talk about things like pests, diseases. Okay.
Something else. When you harvest immature fruits with lower dry matters, even if it is big, it will not ripen.
Okay.
At the end of the day, instead of ripening, they lot.
Oh.
And in fact, that's one of the biggest challenges that we have been having in the market, cause of harvesting immature fruits.
Okay.
So that has been a big challenge in the market, though the Ministry of the HCDA, the KVs, and the other organizations, the AVA, they have been safeguarding that, so that we can safeguard the market.
All right. I remember there was a time in Kenya when the government had actually closed down the export of avocado. Was it the same problem that was there?
Definitely is. Because at times, let's say in January or in February, the demand of the avocado globally is so high.
Yeah.
Yet the fruits are not mature in Kenya. So they have to wait until such a time around March, when fruits are a bit ready in areas like Bere or in areas like Gatanga, but not the higher orchards like here now.
Okay.
Because in the higher orchards, normally the fruits get ready from around June.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't mean that because the government has opened the door, somebody here in Teto can start harvesting
Yeah, that's
at the
true.
same time when somebody in Gatanga is harvesting.
Exactly, because there are different seasons. Huh?
Oh, definitely yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the pests and diseases as we wait for them to finish. Maybe which is okay. Some of the challenges that you go through through during the planting, the harvesting? Do you have pests and diseases? Probably when you get to the buyer, what kind of challenges do you go through as farmers in the process of harvesting avocados and also planting avocados?
Once these seedlings get rooted, they have no so much challenges.
Okay.
No so much challenges.
So it's a fruit. It's a friendly fruit to grow, yeah.
Definitely yes. Until such a time now, it stands giving fruits. And now the only challenge that many farmers come across, there's a kind of a fly known as the fruit fly that attacks the fruits.
Okay.
And it's the same fly that attacks things like mangoes or pawpaws.
Okay.
But normally what we use kind of traps that are very friendly.
Yeah.
They are organic, no sprays.
Okay.
So, and those things, they do not affect the plants or the fruits, but they are environmentally friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I can see these are one of the huge fruit trees you have. So if you haven't watched for the process of seedling farming, as I mentioned before, you watch it on my YouTube channel. So how many fruits does this specific tree give you during harvesting?
Like now this tree, let's say it's about now 6 years old. A 6-year-old can comfortably give you around 600 plants, 600 to 700 fruits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 600. So how much does one go for, local trading? I mean, when you sell to the locals, how much do you sell one fruit for?
Normally, this for export. Normally.
Oh, normally. Okay.
Normally.
Yeah.
Normally, this for export,
Okay.
which we sell and around 20 shillings.
Okay, 20 shillings.
Currently,
Okay.
like now.
All right.
But also, if it's in the local market, for the local market, there are some other varieties, like now, either Tunaita, the indigenous, but slightly bigger than these ones. Normally, this is around 10 shillings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we know that there are other challenges of where maybe somebody wants to grow the avocados and they are going to buy the seedling. So how are you able to tell that this is a legit seedling and this one is not a legit seedling? Because sometimes you have that there are these seedlings that look alike. So how are you able to tell that this one is a good one to plant?
Definitely, yes. That has been a very big challenge to many farmers for the past about 5 years. Because before that time, we knew that avocados are just avocados.
Yeah.
Avocados are just avocados. And many seed sellers took the opportunity to sell anything that was possible to sell.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, many farmers, after about 3 years, when the fruits start coming out from the trees, that's the time that you realize that you didn't buy the right thing.
Yeah.
But for the last now few years, also the Ministry of Agriculture intervened, and also due to those challenges, we have realized that unless you go to a seed seller who is certified by the chemist or the AVLA,
All right.
there's no need of going to the roadside
Yeah, sure.
nurseries,
Seedlings, yeah.
because you don't know the right source.
That person is certified, exactly.
But when you go to those nurseries that are certified, they'll give you the chemist certificate, they'll give you the AVA certificate. So at least you have the point of origin. You can know the origin of that. There's nobody who can start a nursery and yet he wants to be verified, and he knows that you are going to follow up about that. So they are sure that they are selling the right thing.
Okay, so guys, I think our gentlemen are through. Mnasikiaje mkiuko juu? Tunaweza shuka hivi, maybe mnaweza na tuoneshe what really happened. So tumesema maybe what the avocado that was here, we've said that you don't remove the stalk itself. Usitoe hii, it should not be having a hole, because this one gives it a longer shelf life and also prevents the pests from entering. So we are still learning, guys. So as you can see, bags are being passed on, and make sure you don't drop the fruits because they can, isn't it, Cindy? Okay, so how many avocados do we have here in this bag?
Approximately 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 100, and don't forget that, yeah. And in this Nyeri market here, we said that one avocado for export is 20 shillings. And the chairman has also told us that one tree will give you 600 fruits. So it's actually a good business. So you can imagine if you have like 100 seedlings, this is a good type of agriculture to venture. So let's move on to the next part. Yeah. So after they harvested, tunaenda wacha tuende tuangalie what really happened. Nice. Guys, remember already we found that most of the avocados had already been harvested. So we are in the last process. This is a peak season. We're in September in Nyeri County.
August.
Yeah, we're in August. Yeah, and this is a peak season. They started harvesting from April, okay. So Kenya has which is a competition, like in South Africa, which part of Africa?
But right now, currently, it's #1 in Africa.
It's #1 in Africa. Kenya doing good, representing us in agriculture. Yes. Which is the second one? Is this South Africa?
South Africa is the second.
Okay.
In Africa.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want avocados, guys, I'm going to put the chairman's contact there, so that if you want to buy avocados for export, or if you want more information, yeah, in the description we are going to put up his number so that you visit this farmland. Very educative, guys. So let us look at how they're normally put. Very gently, guys. Make sure you don't knock over the avocados. Higher. So we move on. As you can see, guys, there are crates. You're going to tell us about the crates, how we are supposed to arrange the avocados, how many avocados per crate each one holds.
Normally, a crate holds about 80 pieces.
Okay.
Now, this is just overflowing. Supposed to be this way.
You can do some counting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can count to 80.
Okay.
And then take it.
Yeah. I think
Saidia pale hiyo.
sawa.
1.
So this one should hold 80.
Yeah. According to the size of the fruit.
Yeah.
6.
7,
9. 10. 11. 12. 13.
14.
15. 16.
Yeah, that's good.
What is 80?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be that way.
So that it can
Because when we are arranging them, they are not supposed to finya ile ingine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So each crate should hold 80 fruits. Around 80 fruits, so that we avoid pressing the fruits, so that by the time they get to the airport they're in good condition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe do you know, is there anything that yeah?
From here now, they're not going straight to the airport.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I was getting to.
From here, the next stage is the pack house.
Okay.
Where they'll be washed. Then after that, they'll be waxed. After that, they'll be sorted in sizes.
Maybe you can tell us what waxing is. What is normally involved in waxing?
After washing them, then there's that kind of a small film that put a cloth and in on the top layer of the layer of the fruit, to kind of preserve it.
Oh, it's just a way of preserving it, huh?
Preserving it, because at least this thing is going to stay for about a whole month before it reaches destination.
Yeah, exactly.
Many export for these fruits, it's in Europe, mainly Europe or Middle East. When we see things, places like Amsterdam, the let's say that here between now and before they are shipped in Mombasa, probably they're going to take about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, exactly.
From that time beginning, they are going to stay for about 21 days.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, you see that the whole transition, Lama.
Yeah,
It-
transition, it will take quite some time.
Yeah, almost about 28 days.
So a lot of preservation is needed. Okay, so maybe you can mention about your organization and what impact you're bringing to people around and also to other farmers.
Yes, as I told you before from the very beginning, what was the birth or why did we come together? Why did we form this group in the very beginning? Before that time, when we were selling individually, definitely we knew that we were not enjoying the right prices, because by that time when we were selling individually, normally we were selling at around 3 shillings. That we are speaking about 2016.
Wow.
Those were the prices.
3 shillings, that's very low.
3 shillings, that's what we were selling at 2016, 2015. But just by coming together, by that aggregation, by those forums, now we have the marketing voice. Because at least we have the forums.
Yeah.
And every buyer is attracted by the forums.
Yeah.
So that's one of the key selling point. And that is the most important thing for every farmer to understand, that even if you have 100 pieces or 100 trees, let's say that you can harvest from a shamba around 5,000 fruits.
Yeah.
The 5,000 fruits cannot command good prices alone.
Yes.
But when you join hands with about the other 100 farmers with 5,000 pieces, we are speaking of about 10 containers.
Yeah.
And in fact, even today, we speak in terms of containers, and that's the selling point.
Wow.
So by coming together, that's by joining our fellow farmer, the other farmer, we add value to one another.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the key.
All right, and also you can see young people are doing the harvesting, so you also create a lot of employment, and also you also for the crates. Where do you get the crates from?
The crate comes from the people that we are selling to.
Okay, also the seller will come with their own crates. These are not your own crates.
Yes,
Okay.
the seller will come with the companies that we have contracted.
Okay.
We have come with their own trucks and their crates. Also, something that you have asked about what we are adding value about the young men.
Yeah.
During the harvesting season, which starts around April, any single day, we have around 40 young men.
Wow. Okay.
In fact, even today, they are scattered all over the sublocations.
Okay.
They are scattered all over the sublocations. By the end of the day, these guys will be having something in their pocket.
Something, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Also keeps them off from many things that they are vulnerable to doing out there, which is very, very good. Okay, so I don't know how long the truck is going to take, guys, but I think we are going to wait for it, because the chairman tells me that it's not going to take long, so that we see how the crates are actually packed in the lorry, right? So keep it locked, guys. Yeah. So guys, we as Showtime TV, we are honored to have our host who's going to introduce himself and tell us a little bit of the background, his background of what inspired him to start avocado farming. So karibu sana sir, kindly tell us your name and what you do.
Thank you very much indeed. My name is Engineer Richard Karimi Derito. As you have been told, I'm a farmer here at Kikogoine, and I do specialize in farming avocados, tea, and macadamia.
Okay.
Basically, I'm an engineer by profession, a highways engineer. I've worked in the government for more than 27 years, and also I've also worked in consultancy and construction for another 20 years.
Wow.
And then I felt after retirement, I should do something profitable to me and also to the country. And I decided to do farming.
All right. So why avocado? Why the avocado? Because I know there are so many young people or so many farmers who want to venture in this type of farming. So maybe you can tell us, why did you choose the farming of avocados mainly?
Yes, I chose the farming of avocados because when I came here to this farm, there were a few trees of avocados. And when I sold them, I realized that there was a profit they fetched a good price at that time. And also a friend of mine from here, Kekogoine, also encouraged, he is also a farmer in avocados, encouraging me to do farming. Actually, he's the one who helped me to plant the first trees of avocado on this farm. Yeah.
So far so good. Tell us, maybe, are there challenges that you've gone through in this process, or is it has it always been a good process?
Yeah, everything has got its problems, challenges, and so on and so on. And farming avocados, especially when they are small seedlings, it's quite challenging because there are a lot of enemies. The drought itself, if there is no water, it can affect your trees. There is a problem of antelopes and other animals. There are moles that also attack. There are ants. So there are quite a number of challenges. But all the same, they're easy to control. And once the tree establishes itself, then the problems become less and less as it grows bigger.
All right. So thank you so much. Maybe you can talk about, you've talked about macadamia and tea farming. Maybe you can mention just a little bit about that, because today our main aim is the avocado, but it won't hurt for us to know a little bit about macadamia and tea farming. Yes?
Yeah. Tea farming is also challenging. One of the challenges is the price itself. And also macadamia, especially this time. The time that I was planting the avocado, the price was quite good, but all of a sudden it went down. Because at that time, a kilo of macadamia was fetching almost 200 shillings. Now this year, they are going for 20 to 40 shillings a kilo, which is quite challenging. Tea is okay, but the price is also low. And I think for the tea farmers, it's not satisfying. They should get more for the production of tea.
Okay, sir. So there are so many people who like to who look up to you, and they're admiring what you're doing. So maybe you can look at the camera and maybe advise young farmers there, or farmers who want to venture in this type of farming. And also you can also tell us maybe where people can get you. You can give your contact so that they can reach you.
Yes. Avocado farming is very promising indeed. We know that the market is wide. The other thing is that the returns are good from avocados. Once you sell the avocados, the prices are normally good, and therefore it's quite satisfying. From the seedlings, one thing one should ensure is to get certified seedlings. And then you manage them, you nurture them, and you treat them properly. Then they will grow into very good trees, and they will produce the right fruits.
Okay.
Yes.
So as long as you follow the right seedling farming process for avocado, your yields are going to be good, and it's a good type of farming. So maybe you can give your contacts. Do you normally offer maybe training services for people who would like to venture into this kind of farming? Maybe you can also give your contacts.
Yes, I have not yet done any training on this farm because I have been developing it up to this level where I am. But maybe in the future I can give some training to young people so that they can grow avocados. What I can say is that I would like to encourage the young people to venture into this business of avocado growing. Even if you plant 10 trees or 20 trees, know that you will get some returns for that particular tree or whatever you have planted. So it is something that you are almost sure that you will get a good price for, and you will get good returns. So I would encourage young people to take up farming, even if it's a small half an acre or even 1 acre of land, it will give them very good returns. Yes.
Okay, so maybe you can give your contact.
My contact, I can give my telephone number.
Yes.
Is 0722 710 804.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So anybody who would want to reach you can just reach you through that number. Okay. So guys, as you've heard from the host himself, avocado business is good, guys. So if you're planning to do it, you're on the right track. So as we wait for the lorry to come so that we stack the crates, let us chill around and see what goes on here, guys. I hope this video is of great help to you guys. Stick around.
are sorted in the farm, and they are recorded, and just now putting them in the truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just have to organize in a way that they won't knock on each other.
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
That's
So,
why we are not filling the whole crates, so that they are not fingering each other.
Okay. All right. So how many crates can this lorry hold?
Normally it carries around 217 crates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see there's somebody recording. Maybe anaweza tuambia what is happening here. What is this information for?
I'm Stanley Lokwaro. Mine is to do the documentation. By this I mean I have to enter the receipt number, the name of the farmer, the telephone number.
Maybe the camera can come closer. Maybe they can show us from behind.
Yes, the telephone number of the farmer, the mode of payment. That means either M-Pesa or the account, the zone where he has come from, he or she has come from, and the total number of fruits he has she has harvested.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so it's also important to mention that we're in a whole different farm. We are now in Huhoine, just adjacent to where we are. And as you can see, there's always that record that is taken to make sure that we are accountable for each and every fruit. So after hapa hivi zinaenda happy, where are they been taken to?
They should take it to Nalombi for further grading and for packaging.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, then they're taken to the airport. That's it.
They're exported to various countries where we have entered an agreement with through the exporter.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Great, guys. So I think that's it for today. So that is the process of harvesting avocados. We have looked at the loading, part of it, the harvesting, the precautions you're supposed to take, the pests. So that has been my time. My name is Washere Konya. Thank you for watching this, and make sure that you have subscribed to this channel.